the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ed Reed on
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
The 46-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Come on. Hey, zero. Hey, run.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. He'll let it go. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Quite stopped the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First carry for a former legend, it's Herschel Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Your home team 7, visitors nothing.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's McNair. In trouble, and he's taken down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To muster a couple down to about the 27.
25.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jerry Hughes able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Jerry Hughes on the
2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down, it's Walker. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the bootleg, McNair, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ricky Jackson, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
We got 3, we got 3, folks, we got 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Walker. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Walker, and he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Gain of 9. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, McNair. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's McNair. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, McNair. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, McNair. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kicker on for the extra point.
So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up into this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They run again with Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Xavier
Rhodes makes the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry now for Reggie Bush. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, McNair. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, McNair. Pass incomplete.
McNair.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run now with Walker. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, McNair. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run again with Jackson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He was brought down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down, it's Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
45-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Tonight's final.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. But a good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
Second down and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That's good.
Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mahomes firing complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
On the run, it's Charles. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They run it. It's Charles. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
6. Eagles nothing. Morton Anderson to kick off.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
6-0 our score after 1.
Into the 1st quarter with the score Chiefs 6, Eagles nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, McNair. On the screen, it's Herschel Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Complete
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll run on 1st down. Walker. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and pound it with Walker. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From the gun on 3rd down, McNair. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it tape, watch it learn. Can't relate. Watch it skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
32-yard line.
On 2nd down, McNair. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McNair. Open man, that's Ozzie Newsome. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. The deuce is wild here. Second down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Second and goal from the 1. From the gun, McNair. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Herschel Walker there to make the grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So second and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of that. Do they throw it? Do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Eagles 14, Chiefs 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
At the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Sherman, the fullback, trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Returnable here for Hester. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now McNair off the play fake. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Walker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The multiple-time Pro Bowler Eric Berry, the one who came charging up to make the stop. To throw on 2nd down, Steve McNair. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. And he gets it down to the 32. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake. McNair is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Good.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Here's 2nd and a yard. The quick feet by Jackson. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 19-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Lorenzo Neal. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Push his way down to about the 14. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is Neal. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there's a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
With no score.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. And this is going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety and Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Henry had shown us why he was so prolific at picking off passes. And doesn't just pick them off, partner. He returns them. Although not on that play, but he does have 2 of the longest pick sixes in NFL history.
Yeah, he had one for 106 yards. That was back in 2004. And then he topped that, broke his own record in 2008 with a 108-yard return. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And this won't get the heavy on the line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Garoppolo going to get this off to Mostert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's the end.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
42-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Marlon
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Steps away. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll buy some time. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Now Hester will get a shot. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel...
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 73 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. But on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. That's close. Jerry Rice. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson, the target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense defense to preserve that lead.
Sebastian Janikowski set to...
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Returnable here for Hester. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, they run with Neal. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On the play, it's 4th down.
Here's Neal. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
To throw on 2nd down. McNair escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
They run with Neal. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
On 4th down, McNair eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that
on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Waller out left side. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. The return, Hester. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. No chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run it with Neal. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made right at
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Too much this time. Down he goes. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame.
2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets up got 6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Vikings nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
3-yard line.
Second down at 4.
Swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill for the coaches. 2-minute drill.
And it's caught by Ed McCaffrey. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the big boy, dare I say he should.